Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to have you all out here for this amazing session which we planned for you. We begin the next 5 minutes. In the meanwhile, continue watching the performances. Also, if you have not yourself for this webinar so far, kindly do so because only the registered members would be allotted. Would be should share the pictures. We would also be sharing a link to the survey which we are conducting, and we would appreciate if you could, if you could share, if you could go along with that, and if you could, we just share the link with you. Just hold on a minute. We are sharing the link of the survey. We would request you before you start, if you could just share your views in that. So the link for the survey we are just sharing with you. There it is. This is basically to get an idea of what we are thinking about restarting schools. This is not the feedback link, and believe me, if you don't submit the feedback link, we will not be churlish enough to hold back on your certificate. So please don't let's not bother about feedback, and let's start with this. So here, the survey link has been shared with you. So you could have a look at it. Please fill it. We'll appreciate that. we'll just take another couple of minutes, and at 12:20 sharp, we'll be starting. In the meanwhile, we'll just share the link of our Facebook page and our Twitter and other handles. Open. I guess you're right to this. भैया चेक कर. ठीक है. I guess you're ready to begin. Stop presenting. अब से शुरू कर. ठीक है, ठीक है. एको कौन दे रहा है? Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to a great session. We are going to begin with the topic which we are going to attend, which is relevant to all of us. We all are thinking about it. We all are worried about it. It's a huge major concern, and it is to get the schools which are on already online to a physical school to open them and to ensure that the children actually visit the school and study in there. So, how many of us who are educators out here believe in that we need to get the children to school today? If you agree with it, why don't you go ahead and mention a date by which the children should be asked to attend schools from which date onward? If you could just request you, if you could just mention the date by which you want the children to start attending schools. So we are ready with the presentation, and it is schools from on to open. Dr. Tiwari and Dr. Khan will be taking a moment or two, but they will be joining us soon. So I hope we are getting some chats. We are getting the dates from which we want children to come to school. Hello, Afroza from Bangladesh. A huge hello from India. Hello to everyone who's joined because coming together on a working day, in the middle of the working day, to learn from each other, to share ideas, is an honor which you're doing to us, and we appreciate that. So, as you all know, we have shared a link for the survey. If you have not filled it so far, we will give you a minute. If you could just take another minute and fill the survey. And once you do that, we will be sharing the views on what we received from across the globe on these. It is an ongoing survey which would be going on for some time. But if you have not entered your views so far, please share your views on the survey. We would appreciate if you could do that. The link of the survey, we are just sharing the chat box. Take a minute to share your views. Now, we are talking about this relevant issue of getting children to school. This survey, the link which we've shared with you, is something which we have shared across the globe, and many people across have actually participated in it. They have shared the views. So, whatever views we've got so far, we will share them with you. I just present my screen and share them with you. So, as of now, 1,387 people have responded to the survey. Out of those, 574 fathers have responded, 572 mothers have responded, 74 children have responded. There are few parents, 71 they have responded, 36 teachers, 22 guardians, 12 other relatives have also responded, and there are 11 who do not wish to state who or what they are. I hope the stream is going on. Yeah, is the audio on that? On stream. So we've got 6 principal and head teachers who have responded. As members of the society, 5 people are there, 4 grandparents have also participated in this. We have asked a few questions. Now it's 1388. Out of those, the information which we are looking for, this whole session is about, is something which we'll be sharing now with you. We are now wanting to look at a date from which the children should start attending school. Out of the 1388 so far, 73 people have responded saying that the children are already attending school. Also, we'll just go take a side. If anyone would like a cup of tea, you're welcome to it. There are 208 people who have responded that they would wish that the schools should physically start from 15th of October. That's another week. 109 people want the schools to start after 1st November. 67 are wanting them to start after 1st December. 120 want the schools to start from January, 1st of January. 38 from 15th January. 19 want the children to reach school not start attending school before the 1st of February. 7 are saying after 15th Feb. 40 children have actually, sorry, not children, my bad. 40 people have responded saying that they want the children to attend school physically only after the 1st of March. 15 March, 37 have said, and 299, practically 300, have out of the 1388, out of 1400, 300 people have said that the school should open for children only after the 1st of April, and 371 don't know what to say, don't wish to state because they're still trying to assess the situation, this surprising situation which has risen right now in the on the globe, and people are at a loss what to do. So all these 371 people now have said they are not sure about when they want to start children to start attending school. Well, believe me, nobody is ready. Nobody wishes to risk the lives of the children and the teachers and people concerned there. Yet at the same time, the great loss which is happening is something which people would wish to avoid. Maybe I'll just stop presenting my screen. I would request Mr. Vikrant Ramesh Sharma to share this. Yeah. So, out of these 1,400 people, around 400 have no idea when they want the school to start. Ruxana, good afternoon, and good afternoon to everyone. I'm sure we all would be having our views also. Now, when we are discussing all these, then I'm sure there's some precautions we want the children to take. There's some precautions we want the school and the society to take to ensure that the children are taken care of. Children safety because is paramount, and we want to ensure that there's nothing which comes in the middle of the children's safety. Many options and opinions have been shared by the 1388 people so far. We will discuss them very soon during the course of this webinar. Coming to it, we'll begin with the presentation, Schools from On to Open. Next slide, please. Before we start schools, we need to ensure that the needs of all stakeholders are met. Believe me, in a normal working day in a school across the globe, anywhere, meeting the needs of all stakeholders is a huge challenge, and in this pandemic-like situation, it is going to be really difficult. Kudos to all of us educators who are yet still ready to take this head on, and we would ensure that we actually meet the need of all stakeholders to whatever level we can and ensure proper. Next, please. Yeah. So, basically, we all have views. Out of the 1388 people, most of them have shared their views on what children need to do, what schools need to do. They can actually be summed up, or before we sum them up, why don't we discuss, have a look at the views which people have shared. I'll just present my screen and just share the views which people have shared, all these 1388 people. Yeah. Now the main precautions, not 39G, main precautions that parents and guardians need to take while sending the children to school. People, many of them of us have no idea we should do, because it's something totally different, something which we have never thought about in a wildest of wildest dreams that this would take place. So 300 odd people have no idea what to say. 11 have responded that proper social distancing needs to be maintained. I'm into that. Masks and sanitizers are a must. Parents need to be careful. Masks have to be there. Social distancing, 4 hours. 4 have gone to the extent of saying that schools should only open physically after the vaccination has started and has been done. No idea. People want the schools to open. Social distancing, wearing masks. Safety is of utmost importance. Mask and social distancing, sanitizer, mask. Hygiene and sanitation is required. Sanitizers and masks, proper masks, social distancing. Here we've got a response, social distancing, check up all the students, sanitize mask, make the mask compulsory. Students who are suffering from cough, cold or any ailment should not be allowed to come to school. I'm sure we all agree with this. Wear mask and maintain social distancing. Children must be asked to stay away from each other, maintain proper distancing. Gloves and sanitizers should be compulsory. People actually don't want to send children to school in these tiring situations. Masks and sanitizers need to be provided by the parents. Parents feel the ward have even the mild symptoms, they should not send the children to school. Then there's another issue which is very relevant, which is coming up. The children are not putting in the effort because the accountability has come to them directly and they are trying to take advantage of it. They are not putting the effort and doing this, continuing with the studies. We need to teach children to the right way to wash hands, cover their mouth with a handkerchief or sleeve while sneezing, prevent the spread of infection to others. Yes, these are now practically involuntary actions for all of us, but we need to continue emphasizing on these so that people don't miss out on these ever. Mask, social distancing. Online studies are not good for the child, a person has said. And yes, it is not, it is different from what it is. Stationery needs to be sanitized at home. And then all the students have to attend class in batches and shifts. Masks need to be mandatory. Belongings of children need to be sanitized regularly. And practically it's the same thing. We can't take risks and we need to take the best precautions. Don't send children to school if they have symptoms. Proper social distancing. People are against school transport or any other transport. It is better to send for the parents to drop the children on their own. Let's not go for shared transport. Parents need to be available to children in all situations. All these, so all these are practically the things which we have gone. It is not safe for children to visit school. Do not let the children to go to school, and best precautions need to be taken. Let us now talk about school tour. Let us now talk the precautions that the school need to take. Yeah. Main precautions that school teachers need to take while the children start attending schools. Social distancing, the same. That goes without saying. Masks and sanitizers. Proper sanitization has to be done. Social distancing has to be mentioned. All benches and chairs need to be sanitized. Social distancing. They should the buses. Two people have requested for bus, but overall we agree that let's not go for school transport or shared transport. Maintain social distance, proper social distancing. Promoting behavior that reduce the spread, that is social distancing, washing hands, proper ventilation, cleaning, preparing for someone gets sick. Yes, we need to have the SOP in place. What to do when somebody falls sick in the school or elsewhere. Have thermal check, of course. Have assigned seat for the children. Best, we would say, let's not go for buses, at least for the time being. Teachers should be have sanitizer in class. Actually, everybody should have. There should be proper social distancing, proper hand washing should be done. Social distancing, of course. Limit the students per class. Yes, agree to that. All these are things which are there in our mind, and try to have one-to-one class. People have requested. All these are things which are there in our mind, and we want people to adhere to all of these. Practically all these things which people have shared with us. Coming to it now, these are the ideas which are going on in everybody's mind. Let us see how we are thinking about it. So, we have made Namaste Manoj Kumar from Nepal. Namaste from all of us. We'll just request for the presentation to start again. So, all these views which we have got can be actually summed up into four heads, if to put it mildly. Uh, the presentation started? Yeah, please. Sorry. There are four views. Yeah, Vikrant, thank you, Vikrant. So the four views which are there, number one is don't think about sending back this. So one view is there which is very relevant. Many of us agree to don't even think about sending the children to school. That is one view. The next is the government is stating that we should start working. Let us start now. We need to start bringing the children to school now. The reason for this view is we waited long enough. Agreed. The neighbor's children are going to school. If you agree with any of these, you could write a Y or a yes in chat box. The neighbor's schools have started to open too. They're about to open. We need to send children to the school so they don't miss out. This theory or this concept of missing out is something which we take it too seriously at times. Anyway, we need to get the children to school so that the fees are deposited. Yes, it is a point. Children need to be retained, and for that, we need to get them to the school. Otherwise, if the children do not visit the school for the whole year, they may skip school or change school at the end of the year. Totally agree with it. Next, please. Now, let us see what the third view is saying. So, one is welcome, Ghanshyam sir. It's great to have you take out time to join us. So, the third view, which is saying, let us tread with caution. We waited long enough. Let's learn to live with the pandemic. That's sure one view. We need to start schools with proper caution. Yes. Proper care needs to be taken to ensure that schools remain pandemic free. Imagine a situation, one school has one child who catches this disease because of attending school, or one teacher. How tragic would that be? We need to take proper precautions. Proper sanitization, social distancing, implementation of SOPs needs to be ensured. Proper sanitization, social distancing, implementation of SOPs needs to be ensured. Yet again, proper sanitization, social distancing, implementation of SOPs need to be ensured. Sorry for repeating it twice because I just want to underpin this point. We need to ensure that we are maintaining proper safety checks and following all the SOPs. Expenses will increase and parents may be asked to bear the burden. We need to be careful to get, we need to carefully get to the new normal. That is there. Then there's the view which most feel don't know what to do. No idea. Yes, my child is missing out. Yet, we really don't know what to do. Looking at it at 8:23 this morning, 1,288 people had surveyed, the survey which we had shared a bit ago with you all. And now 1,300 something have shared their views. Till 8:23 it was 1,288. Out of that, yeah, just a minute please. Now, out of that, we've discussed 41% of the people who have shared their views are fathers, 41 mothers. Self, 5% of children have actually shared their views. Even 4 grandparents have shared their views. Head teachers have shared their views. Guardians have shared their views. Next. Is the audio working? So 530 parents and few grandparents. Next, please. Now, relationship with the child we mentioned. Let's move ahead. I mean, just showing off a few baga. Just trying to represent the information. If you look at that part, practically half of the respondents are fathers and the other half are mothers. Parents have participated in the survey for the simple reason that every parent is worried about the welfare of the child. Now, look, talking about the dates when we should start opening, 68 people in early in the morning, that's around 5.25% of people were saying that the school is already running. 202 people want the school to start running from 15th October. 272, that's 21 odd percent. So 15.7% people are saying the school should start running physically from 15th October 2020, as have been permitted by the government of India, central government of India, with proper SOPs, which need to, which can be finalized from state to state and school to school. But we can start from 15th October if everything is taken care of. Around 21% want the schools to start after the 1st of April next year. 26 odd percent people want the school to start. They don't know it. Practically no idea. I mean, what to say, what to do, people have no idea. So it is a mix. If you look at it, a few people have, they want the school to start from 15th April onward, sorry, 15th October onward, next week. A few of them want, I mean, the major, if you look at these three axes, the three big ones, the 15th October is the one in red on my screen, which is relevant amount of views we've got. Then the second half is people want the schools to start after the 1st of April. Majorities have no idea what to say. Aren't we all feeling the same way? If you agree with these views or if you identify with these, just write a small Y or a no into the chat box. Yes. Same thing. Across the thing, these three places where people are having no idea. Audio. Yeah. Now, the schools need to be physically open. How and why? Why we've discussed as per the opinions we have received from people across the globe. How we have shared the views of these people, what people have asked, the precautions need to be taken, safety measures we need to take care of. We have shared them in a nutshell. We would request you, yeah. At the same time, now we need to discuss the SOP which the Ministry of Education has shared on the, I think, the 5th of October with everyone. It is there on the website. I would share the link with you if you want. You could download with it, you all, and we would also share it in the WhatsApp group also. The SOP, the Ministry of Education, India, has shared with us. We will be discussing that. We'll try to discuss that in detail with you all. And we will have a group discussion with all of us. So we start with the SOP. School, yeah. Now, the SOP is the Standard Operating Procedures Guidelines for Reopening Schools, have been released by the Ministry of Education. The link for downloading is mentioned out here. If you want, we could share it with you. or we'll share it with you as an email message along with your certificate. We would also share it with the WhatsApp in the WhatsApp group. We would also share it on our Facebook page next week. Let us start with this SOP. Yeah. So this is called COVID-19 SOP/guidelines for health and safety protocols for reopening of schools and learning with physical social distancing. So here these SOPs are. This SOP is in two parts. I'm sure this is going to be really difficult for all of us to follow now. Is it okay? What I'll do is I will just turn on the PDF file and we'll discuss it accordingly. Yeah. So I'll just share my screen with everyone and we will discuss this SOP. It's a 54-page document. The first is the cover page. Practically a solid 53 odd pages of document which the government has shared with us with the sole purpose that every situation is taken care of and everything which is there, it needs to be ensured that things are maintained properly. So, yeah. So here we are. So SOPs are there. There are two parts. Part one are SOPs for health and hygiene and safety. Part two, learning with physical social distancing. You could have we could have a quick look at the annexure. I mean, at the context which are given, and we'll start sharing them in a moment. I think I've just moved out. Just a minute, please. So, standard part one has standard operating procedures for health, hygiene, and other safety protocols. Agreed. Just a minute, please. Standard operating procedures for before opening the school, after opening the school, and serving midday meals in school. So that is there. Now coming to it. So I'll just take a minute, please. There's some issue here. Coming to it, we'll just be discussing these SOPs. Now, introduction, it has been issued by the Ministry of Education. It is available on the website. Now, part one refers to the measures which need to be taken care of before starting the school, during the school, and after the schools are started. Now, state and your union territories, they need to develop their own standard procedures based on these SOP which have been shared by the government for the whole nation. The severity of the problem is changing and we need to be on our toes, trying to see that, trying to discuss things as and when they are happening, and if needed, shifting the goalpost as and when the need arises. Coming to it, all states and UTs are expected to comply with the COVID-19 related directions issued. Now, we need to note that schools have been, most of them have been used as quarantine centers. So we need to ensure that those are properly sanitized before they can be used for bringing children to school. Coming to it, SOP for health, hygiene, and safety. Vikrant, is my screen visible? Is the presentation on? Oh, the presentation is visible and I'm audible? Yeah. Part 1, SOP for health and hygiene. 1. Before opening the school, we need to ensure that proper cleaning and sanitization is done of the school. Thorough cleaning has to be done. Working hand washing facilities are there in the school. Key supplies like thermometer, disinfectant, soap, etc. Everything needs to be available in the school before we start bringing the children to school. Guidelines need to be followed in both letter and spirit. We need to form different task teams, which could include for emergency care support, response team, general support team for everyone, commodity support team. I mean, we shouldn't be in a school in the middle of the day. We realize that we don't have any sanitizer left with us. So all these need to be taken care of. Yeah. Yeah. At the same time, we need to ensure that teachers, students, other people who are deemed fit there and they think they can. Yeah, just a minute, sorry. They are capable of handling the situation. They could be given additional responsibilities because everybody needs to chip in to ensure that this pandemic is taken care of by all of us. The seating plan, proper distancing needs to be maintained. Minimum 6 feet has to be done. If they are single-seater desks, simply provide space between the desks. Similarly, physical distance should also be maintained in the staff room, office areas, other places where the public interact. We as educators need to be erring on the side of caution when this is happening. It is better to be called or referred to as a person who is taking excessive precautions than someone who is not doing what is required. I would like to give you the example of Dr. Khan. When Dr. Khan visits his office, he ensures that nobody is there in the office block for everybody else's safety and his safety too. So we need to ensure that proper care is taken. Now there should be proper distance between the students and teachers in the seating area. Number of seats have to be limited where at least 6 feet of distance needs to be maintained. Proper social distancing and needs to be maintained at the entry and exit. Am I audible? Right. Hmm? All right. So we just take a moment before we join in. Am I audible? Hmm? Is the sound? Can you all hear? If you can, please mention yes or no. Excuse me, Bhavandar. Thank you. Thank you, Jaraman ma'am. Yeah. So thank you, Manoj sir, for your input. Coming to it, proper distance, social distancing needs to be maintained. Excuse me. Entry and exit, we need to be extra cautious. Parents, while dropping, they need to be maintain proper precautions. The time of entry on exit can be staggered. Get different class, different groups at different times. Have different lanes for entering and exiting. Something which can be done. Open all the gates for people to enter. Make announcements through public announcement systems to guide people to maintain proper social distancing at the time of entry and exit. Now, the school SOPs which have to be created, they have to be maintained as per the nation's or the state or UT's SOPs. They should have they have to take proper precaution for all these things which are being done across, which I said, and SOP prominently shared, displayed at various points. It should mention the use of playground, library, laboratory, break time, regular cleaning and inspection needs to be maintained. Use of school transport SOP needs to be displayed. Plan for absenteeism of both staff and students need to be shared with everyone. Information sharing system with partners has to be there. Dealing with emergency situations, that these details should be displayed across. And visit of service providers, parents and visitors to school, this information needs to be prominently displayed everywhere. So everybody is in the loop about what is happening. Signages and marking should be there to enforce proper social and physical distancing. Ban on spitting has to be strictly enforced. Posters and messages should mention all these requirements for this. Circles could be marked on the ground to maintain proper distance. Have separate lanes with arrows for entering and exiting rooms or the school or areas. Stagger timetables with uh, different entry and exit points for the children and teachers can be maintained. Different. Ask only a percentage of children to attend school at a time. Don't call everybody together. You could have a weekly timetable where you have a few online and a few offline classes. Odd even formula for classes can be considered, or any other where a portion of the children are asked to enter the come to the school and portion have to stay at home and study from there. If the size of the class is small, change the venue. Let's do that. Let us not have any school congregations, meetings, etc. events where physical social distancing is not possible. So please note our word, please, for now. Yeah. Functions should be avoided and celebrations should be avoided at schools. There are many schools which have used the services of Encouragement Eduserve to take care of the events and co-curricular activities which they were doing as a part of their regular calendar earlier. Now they are doing it through Encouragement Eduserve, where the parents are also actively participating in preparing the children. And so, at a time when children cannot participate in school, they are getting an option to take care of, uh, to showcase their talent, develop their talent, and showcase them across the globe, a platform which was not available earlier. So, by Encouragement Eduserve, we are providing a platform where children are participating in, not missing out on co-curricular activities, participating in them, and the audience has also increased. So kudos to everyone who has joined our effort, our endeavor to ensure that the children are encouraged to develop their talent and showcase their talent. Getting back to it, parents' consent need to be taken. To all school leaders and educators, one request: do not give a pre-printed form to parents to fill in. Let the parents write the consent in their own writing with their own language.
Yeah. So with that, what will happen is they would understand what they're writing. They would agree to what is required. Let's not have the school which and the educators who are trying to put this in this time of need be held responsible because somebody says that I was forced to sign a form to ensure my child is allowed to attend school. Educators, I'm sorry for using this open platform for stating, let parents submit their own consent in their own writing with their own words. So they properly understand what is mentioned. But at times what happens, the forms which are pre-printed, if they're shared with parents, the parents would just fill it and without knowing about what is required. So follow up with the progress of children who are not coming to school. We need to do that. Sanitize students, sensitize students, parents, community members on COVID-19 related challenges. Everybody should know what is required. We are at war with this pandemic and we need to be available and do what is required of us. Then the required do's and don'ts need to be maintained. Signages, stigmas attached to COVID-19 need to be overcome. Thermal screening needs to be done. We need to do that. Ensure availability of medical support. We are a completely residential school, so what we do is we have a doctor on call 24/7. Anytime we require a doctor, it takes 5 minutes for the doctor to reach a campus. Within 5 minutes, the doctor is with the patient. Schools, all schools have a doctor on call, have an hospital on call, so where the children could be rushed to the hospital if it is required. So, ensure availability of medical support. Redefine the school attendance. We need to redefine the school attendance and sick leave policies. Attendance must not be ensured. Let people make their own decisions. अच्छा ठीक समान करना fine no problem. Bhavanda, you'll have to give me some time today. People, this is Bhavanda. It's time anyway. So let people take. Let's not be too stagnant about the attendance of the thing. All award and incentives for perfect attendance need to be discouraged. Alternate staff for critical school jobs can be identified and they could come at an alternate basis. Academic calendar needs to be updated. It is being updated on a regular basis. So people, you would have seen Bhavanda coming to say a quick hello. Bhavanda? Yeah, I think you want to say hello. So you could go ahead and do that. Yeah, yes, please. You'll have to give me more people. Bhavanda needs his attention. It's okay. Yeah, just a minute, please. So I think he's allowed us to continue with this session. Coming to it. The academic calendar has to be changed as the need arises. The goalpost would shift. Don't be stagnant. Let us roll with the punches. Let us do what is required on assessing the situation, what is there. Access of textbooks should be available to every child before the schools open. Agreed. Collect information from parents, students, and teachers, from local administration. Keep everybody in the loop. Every stakeholder should know what is happening. Every stakeholder should be able to share their views. What are there? We need to ensure safe residential stay at the hostels. Goes without saying. Now, coming to the second part, standard operating procedures for health hygiene and other safety protocols to be followed after opening the schools. Ensure continuous maintenance and monitoring of the cleanliness and hygienic conditions around the school premises. Is the stream on with audio? Audio? Yeah. So people, give me a moment. Now, schools have to be sanitized daily. Proper thermal screening has to be done. Go in for sanitization tunnels if you can. They cost a bit. Go ahead with that. Water, sanitation, and waste management facilities may be ensured along with compliance of environmental cleaning and decomposition as per the guidelines given. They are available at the link is given cpcb.nic. I mean, you could always read it on page number 12 of these SOPs, which we will share with you. Disinfection has to be done. Availability of safe and cleaning water has to be done. Sanitization has to be done before and after the children enter and leave the school. Making students stay safe in school is of utmost importance. They need to arrive. People need to arrive to school wearing proper face mask covers. Continue wearing it all throughout in the class by doing any activity in groups. It has to be maintained. Every child needs to learn how to cough or sneeze into a tissue or elbow to avoid touching face, eyes, mouth, etc. Ensure safe commuting of students. I'm going out on a limb and giving unsolicited advice. If possible, let's not provide the facility of school transport or shared transport, at least in the initial days. Yeah. A minimum physical distance of 6 feet needs to be maintained. For air-conditioned bus and guidelines, the guidelines are mentioned. We need to do that. Safe school practices we need to be maintained for arrival and departure. Different entrances for entering and sorry, exit and entrances should be different gates. Have staggered arrivals. Take assistance of traffic police or volunteers if it is required. Screen everyone who is entering the school. Self-monitoring has to be done. Disclosure has to be done. Children, parents, and staff members having a mobile phones can download the Arogya Setu app, which the government of India has developed and has shared. Let us do that. Let us take care of it. And I'm sure across the globe, everyone would be having the different apps with the health monitoring app with the government have recommended or developed. Let us go with that. Sure, safety norms in the classroom, proper distance have to be maintained. Physical, social distancing during midday meals have to be maintained. Now the SOP of preparation of food is given. The cooks and helpers who are entering the schools, they should maintain proper care should be taken by them. They will ensure that they sanitize themselves before and after leaving the school. If they're unwell, they should not attend. Cleaning has to be done properly in the kitchen, stores, and of cooking. Utensils have to be cooked, cleaned before cooking, and while serving the midday meal. Clean clothes are a must for everyone, not only the people who are cooking and serving the meals. Check old stock of food grains, oil, and fat condiments before use it. We need to do that. Wash and cut vegetables. Take precautions and safety precautions before washing and cleaning using vegetables. While cooking and serving, we need to take proper care. Hand washing for children or using of sanitizers, we must before they enter, before the material is given to them. Proper continuous drinking water supply have to be done. Recommend that children carry their own water from home also. Management of waste has to be taken care of properly so that the waste which is generated does not contaminate the society surrounding. Involve all stakeholders in order to effectively implement these guidelines. All stakeholders should be in the loop. They should be participating, and they should get a chance to go ahead and ensure that our children get a safe, disease-free environment in the schools. And believe me, everybody wants the safety of everyone at all times. Coming to the second part, learning with physical and social distancing. Before school reopening, the total number of school hours to be attended need to be decided. Pondicherry, the Union Territory of Pondicherry, has started with physical schools already in India. I think, and what they have done is the timings are from 10 to 1, if I'm right. If somebody is from Pondicherry or as an idea, you could just mention a yes or a no with the correct option if required. Number of hours have to be decided. Number of hours spent at homeschooling have to be decided. Number of hours spent on creative activities related to art and art integration have to be decided beforehand. Classroom lessons which could be removed or be dealt with at a later stage, maybe next year. That could also, the decision for that could be taken on before the schools are open. Now, for elementary levels, be flexible. The children are small. The parents are extra cautious. Be extra. I mean, give them a chance. Coming to it, academic calendar has to be can be aligned. Thanks to the Board of Education across the globe and in a country in particular, the situation is being monitored, and as and when the need is arising, the academic calendars are being realigned. Now, the syllabus can be reduced or be dealt with at a later stage. Now, the plan for may follow alternative academic calendar which have been shared by NCRT in India. All these issues which have been mentioned, these are self-explanatory, so I'll be rushing through them. If you want a detailed analysis or discussion, you could always contact us at a later stage. After school reopening, teaching learning process, we need to take proper care and precautions that the children who are coming after a long time, they are reintegrated into the system. They shouldn't be rushed into learning. Believe me, no classroom is the beach of Normandy, where children have to be rushed into covering up the syllabus. Give them time to get used to it. It is something which is happening for the first time in many of our generations. Let them time to realign themselves, and then, if needed, we can always go for the pace can be changed at a later stage. Have some yogi exercises which could be a part of this. Children can be more sanitized about the pandemic by integrating various concepts while using teaching environmental sciences and the subject environment. An example is given which we could go through. I'll just be finishing up because we just reached out and we are still on the time. Teaching learning with students at school, teachers need to use ICT as soon as possible. Go ahead. They must also clarify topics and things if needed after school work. They should be mechanism to get constant feedback from parents. The concerns which are raised by the parents and the children or children especially and the children especially, they need to also be dealt with. Jobs of large print and high contrast for children who are blind or have low vision need to be taken care of. Thank you, ma'am. The ideas by the government of India, so all the thanks need to go to them. Yeah. So children with special need, we need to ensure that we integrate them. We don't make them feel left out. Accessible web content should be available. Useful app related to COVID-19 as Arogya Setu with assistive technology need to be available to these children. Use the free online resources which are created by NCRT website under accessibility option. They are Barkha, which is a reading series, e-Pathshala, which are digital textbooks from grade 1 to 12. Mobile app text to speech is there for children with visual impairment. Because you need to start using these apps too. Sorry, go ahead. The father has come out. The e-Pathshala mobile app is there. E-Pathshala AR, VR programs are there. The government of Haryana, I mean, I'm sure all other governments are doing it, but I'm in a WhatsApp group where my friend Mr. Dilbag Singh sir has shared, asked me to join there, and the links of these programs which are being aired on television and on YouTube by the Department of Education Haryana are shared on a regular basis, and I'm sure all all education department across the country are doing it. But I can vouch for the education department of Haryana. They have been airing regular programs all the way from April. Kudos to the government of India and across the globe doing so well to ensure that the children don't miss out. Make use of the NRS prepared material. Prepare students for learning from home. The responsibility has to be there on the children, and we need to ensure that they are working on that. Pragata guidelines on digital and online education can be used to orient teachers and students. Project work assignment can be given under the guidance of teachers and parents. Promote learner friendly assessment. Customize assessment practices. Instead of pen and paper test, why don't you have Google Forms doing it? Dr. Khan is working with a team. He's leading a team where he's created a module for assessment both online and offline edu examination. Many schools, around 50 odd schools across the country, are using this facility to assess the children for all periodic, formative, and summative tests. Around these 50 schools are actually conducting summative examinations using the online platform edu examination, which have been developed by Dr. Khan and his team. Use ICT, provide have the proper ICT infrastructure for the same also. School having partial facility for conducting online classes should also try to get the children for this. Where there's no ICT enabled environment, there the teacher need to interact with the children and parents telephonically. Try to provide them way by way that they don't feel left out or they are left out. Yeah, thank you, ma'am. That's a great suggestion. I'll try to zoom out. Don't worry, this whole SOP would be sharing with everyone. Teachers may interact with students and parents telephonically. Students may interact with parents, elders on topics and take their observations. Suitable strategies need to be adapted for assessment to avoid physical environment meeting. Ensure smooth transition of students from home-based schooling. Give them time to adjust. Ensure emotional well-being of students and teachers. Provide them emotional support. See, it is natural for people to feel stressed. Anxiety, grief, worry, these are all natural processes. Understand those, provide them support which is required. The Ministry of Human Resource Development has initiated a program called Manodarpan, covering a wide range of activities to provide psychological support to students, teachers, and families for mental health and emotional well-being. People, I mean, if you could just take a note of page number 35 of this SOP and let us actually use this. I'll take a screenshot and I'll try to share the screenshot with everyone. This is important. Manodarpan is something which we can use. A web page has been created on the website of MHRD, which has advisories and posters. National toll-free helpline number has been created. I mean, it's something new to us even after 6 months. Have specific roles and responsibilities of state, union, and education department. Be in touch with them. Have staggered timetables. Have a database of teachers, children of migrant neighbors. Let us ensure that they don't miss out. Let us have an alternative plan of children who are migrated and they are taken care of. Suspend activities which are not required. Co-curricular activities, as you said, Encouragement Eduserve is providing a platform for children to take part in co-curricular activities across the globe. Let them use different options. Let's not have those in the school. Continue with certain activities like procurement, safe procurement of books for the school, sports equipment. These can be done. Flexible timetable, classroom arrangement, number of students per class. They all need to be maintained to ensure that proper safety precautions and social distancing are maintained. The instruction load has to be adjusted as from school to school and from child to child. Let us not focus on the need to learn. Just give children a chance to realign themselves and let's see what happens. Yeah, I'm sure you can see the note. Yeah, the school academic calendar can be updated. Volunteer parents, community members can volunteer in the school, have safe transport. Let's not go for shared transport, the school transport for the time being. District level task force, be with them. Be continue proper dialogue with the school education board. Capacity building of teachers in digital education has been done. Then there are a lot of checklists which have been shared. Let us follow those, ensure that these things are going on. All these are shared out here. You'll be sharing them on a regular basis in the WhatsApp group, on YouTube channel, and on our Facebook page and our Twitter handle. Yes, ma'am. Justin, today's certificate would be given by the end of this week. So, yeah. Excuse me. Not COVID, it's just been talking for a long time. Non-stop. Actually, Dr. Khan and Tiwari have some important work, so they're not here. All these checklists which I mentioned out here, capacity building of stakeholders, the SOP, the action plans are mentioned on these pages. Let's not go, these annexures have suggestions for students and parents. All these things which are being maintained, guidelines for parents for promoting emotional health are mentioned. Get the child mentally ready for a new routine. Be patient. Encourage children to extend positive offerings. Collect motivational resources. Ensure emotional safety for everyone. Acknowledge the emotions of children and adults. Encourage. Appreciate children. Set a good example. Acknowledge your feelings. Give children a chance to acknowledge their feelings. Focus on the things that can be controlled. Take care of self and the children. These guidelines are very relevant, and we all need to ensure that we are taking care of these. That's annexure A. Please go through it and do that. Yeah. Hello, Rajan sir. Rajan sir, we'll just be discussing with what you've shared. Yeah. Rajan sir shared a message. So yeah, we've got Rajan Kumar sir, who's been gracious enough to share details and email ID with us. He is the Training and Capacity Building Coordinator at DDMA District Sirmoor at Nahan. Sir shared his email ID. So if everybody and anybody, if you need any assistance, you could contact Rajan Kumar sir. Rajan sir, I have been closer. I've been staying at Hubbardpur in my initial start as a teacher, and we did visit your district Sirmoor, Ponda Sahib on numerous occasions. So such a small world we get to meet out here. Getting out of this and getting back to the presentation. Justin Juby is sharing the screen, so I'll have to go back to sharing screen again. Just a moment. Getting back to just a moment, please. So we need to ensure that proper care is taken. Guidelines for parents for promoting emotional health have to be taken care of. Suggestive activities for teachers to take care of their health. Maintain a reflective dialogue and take time to engage. Take some free time. Me time has to be there. Perform activities which help you connect with your own self. Think of the small changes you can bring about your life. Make sure to take care of your physical health. Ask help when needed. All these are the roles and responsibility of different stakeholders from state education department, school heads. All these are mentioned in annexure B. Go through this. Then we've got checklists which are maintained. Simple yes, no, tick or cross would help us to understand this better. So all these the government has done. The references are mentioned out here. we can actually now get in touch, go through this to understand that we are doing this. The checklists which have been shared, we'll just go through them really quickly. So, because it's some of what have been shared. A, healthy hygiene practices which need to be promoted. Students and staff have been sanitized about maintaining the proper hygiene. Signages are maintained, yes or no. Educate cleaning toilets for separately for ladies and gents are mentioned, yes. Soap and waters are available, yes or no. Key supplies are available. Health and hygiene conditions are available. Enough airflow and ventilation. Please keep the windows open. Let's not use the AC for the time being at least. The weather, at least in India, has turned a little better, so we can do without it. There's have a full-time doctor nurse available. The school has to have a tie-up with the hospital to deal with emergency. Physical social distancing measures need to be implemented. The school arrangements have been adjusted to avoid crowding conditions. There's a gentleman who's come to meet me. I'll just say a quick hello while talking. Namaskar. So, a few minutes now. Thank you. That's Rizwan, a gentleman. He just walked in after 6 months. He's been waiting to say a quick hello to me. Happy to meet Rizwan after a long time. Things are turning to a new normal. Vikrant, could you ask Rizwan to talk a little bit softly? Chalo. We need to regularly monitor the checklist for parents. Regular monitoring of children's health has to be done. Keep children at home if they are unwell. Teach and model good hygiene practices at home. Wash hands with soap and water. Ensure emotional safety of the children. People, what I would suggest is Annexure C. Let us have a printout available with every child, every parent, hand it over to them or ask them to take a printout. This is something we need to follow. Checklists for parents are there. Checklists for students. Avoid stressful situations. Wash hands properly. No touching of face. Okay, now it's 40 seconds. Earlier it was 20 seconds. Now it's 40 seconds of washing hands. Let's do that. No sharing cups, eating utensils. Act as a leader to keep yourself, your school, family, and community safe. Model good practices such as sneezing, coughing. Don't stigmatize your peers or tease them when they're sick. Tell your parents and family members or caregiver if you feel sick and ask to stay at home. So here are the exhaustive SOPs which have been shared by the government of India. Vikrant, if you could start presenting the screen. Yeah, just a minute, please. Yeah, thank you. Getting back to it, yeah, it has been exhaustive, it has been long. We are a minute over the time. We will take another 10 to 15 more minutes to let's excuse me. Yeah, and we've been sneezing on the sleeve. Yeah, we'll have to move really across all these slides. Yeah, we have discussed all these. What I'll do is by the time we are getting these slides ready, to I will share the link for these SOPs. They are available on mhrd.gov.in. The link I'll just be sharing with everyone in a moment. Yeah. Copy link. Yeah. Here is the link. I'm just sharing with everyone out here. So, yeah. Here is the link for the SOP which is there. You could download this. Share it again. Just give me a moment. I will start sharing them in the WhatsApp group also. Yeah. So here we are. Not last. Practically Windows. Practically when most of these are done. Yeah. The link I've shared with everyone out here. Of these, yeah, I've reshared them. You reached? Not 85. After 84. I'm sure it'll be after 84. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Move ahead. Just get all these things out of the way. So we have, yeah, this is it. So let us now discuss if there's anything we need to share. Mm, the certificate, Justin, would be provided by next Friday. Now, if there's anything you wish to discuss about these SOP or any other way, you could do it now. You could discuss it with us. People, it is always better to take more than extra precautions than to be found wanting. What I'll do is I will also share the link for feedback. Maybe request you if you could share your feedback with us either over, yeah, I think I'll just start presenting again. You could share your feedback on, we don't have a Google feedback, we've got a Facebook feedback. You could share your feedback with us over, yeah. Justin Juby, your certificate would be provided to you by email as it's done all the time. So this is a Facebook page. Just a minute, please. Come into it. This is a Facebook page, and what we do is, yeah. Here we share thought of the day. We share all these activities that the children are doing. This is a survey which we have shared. So yeah, this is a survey. The link to the survey for the feedback is this is for the yeah. Just a minute, please. Anuja Tanwar, ma'am, we are so proud that ma'am video was able to get 1,000 views in a very short span of time. And Gia Mary Jason, congratulations for getting 500 views. And the lady has got more than 1,000 views already. Now, I'll just, yeah. The feedback and view, you can share them on this post. I'll just share the post with you. Yeah. The text of the post I'm sharing now. And once that is done, I will share the link for the feedback. The feedback, the link for feedback, the Facebook link I'm sharing with you. I'll just share the link with you. Just a moment, please. Wait. People, if we could all just subscribe to Justin's channel and let us learn and grow. Justin, if you could email this link to me, or you could share it on a Facebook page. Now, so if people could subscribe to Justin's channel, I'll do that. In the meanwhile, I've shared the link for the providing the feedback. We would share it with you all. We would also share this link with you over in the WhatsApp group and via email. So yes, at Encouragement Eduserve, we are going with these things. And with the support and encouragement we've got from parents and educationists across the globe, we have been able to do something in the meanwhile. Vikrant, if you could start presenting your screen. Yeah. Present your screen. Yeah, now you can present your screen. Now, so getting back to it, thank you everyone for your time. You have taken out your time and come together for this great session. May we request if one of you, someone could take a screenshot of this and share with us because we are not able to take the screenshot. Justin, we would try to get more than 100 subscribers. We would share the link with everyone. In the meanwhile, people, please stay safe, take precautions. Believe me, I would tell you, Dr. Bob, nobody enters the office area and he is maintaining a social distance of at least more than 15 feet with people. Yes, he is. People do say you're taking excessive things, but then precaution, but then what to do? It's better to take more than enough precautions than to be found wanting. I personally have not been out of my campus since the 22nd of March. We have a huge campus of 8 acres, so I do get enough movement and sell. But I have not left my campus from the 22nd of March. The family visits the area nearby for supplies on a regular basis, once or twice a week. But If I can avoid, I have avoided going outside the campus. The reason simply is to ensure that we take more as many precautions as we can. Coming to it, coming to it, we need to ensure that the effort, the encouragement we are trying to give people, we ensure that we are able to continue encouraging people, and we can do it. Justin, we'll ensure that you get more than 100 people to like the channel. Everybody, please like Justin's channel. It's already practically 70. If 20 of us like it, it'll become 90. Yeah, and subscribe to it. Yeah. Coming to it, we are putting in the effort where we are trying to put in give children and schools opportunities and chance so they can grow together, they can move, they can get a chance to showcase, the children get a chance to showcase and develop the talent, teachers get a chance to develop their skill set. And we are so thankful to everyone who is putting in the effort, giving their time to come in this endeavor. Believe me, coming on a regular working day, in the middle of the working day, to try to learn from each other. Kudos to everyone. Thank you everyone for your time. If you would like to share your views, you could do that. We would appreciate if you could share your views with us. If not, you could share them as a feedback. The feedback has to be done either on the Facebook page or you could tweet and you could share tweet and tag us in the tweet. We would be. I'll just share the link of the Twitter handle and Instagram page also. So you could share your feedback as a tweet also to us. Do subscribe to Justin's channel. Do subscribe to us. Yeah. What I'm going to do, I'll just share the message which has the link to our Facebook page, Twitter, and Instagram handle. I'll just share them with you. Yeah. People, we just shared it. Thank you for your time. It's an honor to spend time with you all. Have a good day. Take care of yourselves. The certificates will be provided soon. In the meanwhile, please take care. Thank you, Manoj sir. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Let us meet again next week with a different workshop, different topic. And people try to get Justin at least 1,000 subscribers if possible. Have a good day, everyone. I would just share the link to the Indian classical dance performances which were held in the beginning. But what we'll do is we'll keep the chat open for 5 minutes, in which, what we'll do is, ma'am, we would be sharing the link and things later on in the WhatsApp group. This is the link. We've shared the link to the playlist of this. Thank you for time. The chat box and the meeting would be on for another 5 minutes, where we would request Vikrant if you could play the playlist of the dance program. We'll just see one program and then we would end. Thank you for your time. You're free to leave. Till we meet again, please ensure that education is an endeavor to encourage something which we all believe in. Let's do that. Take care. We'll just start with a performance, classical Indian classical dance performance by the children. Once that is over, we will end the meeting. You are free to leave. Justin, yeah, I think, yeah. And please subscribe to Justin and our channel. कर देना प्लीज condition. Is there anybody who would like to share with you could do that? Otherwise, people are you're free to leave. Thank you for your time. It's an honor to have you all. Let us enjoy this amazing performance. And by the time it's over, we'll finish up with the chat and move ahead. Take care, everyone. I'll be signing off. Have a good day. If you need any help, you could contact us. I'll just share email ID. Yeah, something which we do it on a regular basis. Anyway, we would be emailing. Yeah, I'll just share the email ID and WhatsApp and telephone number. Have a good day. Please enjoy this amazing performance. And once this is over, we will disperse to meet again. In the meanwhile, please continue ensuring that education remains an endeavor to encourage. Have a good day, everyone. This is, I think the dance style is Bharatanatyam, and really honored to have children participating in these events which we are conducting. We have the link to Justin channel. Everybody, please subscribe. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day. I'll just be signing off. Need a drink of water or two. Have a good day. Have fun. Enjoy. Thank you.